We all know Chloe from the duo Chloe x Halle. They have amazing music, they're great live performers, and their studio album On Godly Hour is one of the best albums of 2020 in my opinion. Chloe and Halle make so much sense as a duo, but they went on hiatus to focus on solo endeavors. Halle has been cast in the musical fantasy film Little Mermaid and The Color Purple. Meanwhile, Chloe has embarked on her solo music career and is set to release an album. Throughout Chloe and Halle's career as a duo, fans and critics have always envisioned and encouraged a solo career for Chloe. And now that we are witnessing Chloe as a solo act with the release of 4 singles, a lot of questions have been raised. Is Chloe giving us what we wanted? Is her solo career a reflection of what we pictured? Is Chloe Bailey's solo music career flopping? Chloe is an amazing and an absolute stellar performer. Like, she literally gives 100%, and I love that about Chloe. But something is not translating when it comes to her studio recordings. The math is not mathing. Chloe has been a solo artist since 2021. We are now in 2022, and 4 singles later, a lot of people are disappointed with these singles and the direction of her career overall. The singles the singer has released throughout Parkwood Entertainment are Have Mercy, Treat Me, Surprise, and For the Night featuring Lotto. Have Mercy, the leading single and the supreme single in her catalog in my opinion, was released on September 10, 2021. Prior to the single's release, there was a lot of hype surrounding the track. It was teased on TikTok with the caption, "This is 23, Have Mercy." Produced by Murda Beats.
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
The single exudes sex appeal, which complements the music video directed by Karina Evans. In the music video, which has 84 million views on YouTube, Chloe is the head of a sorority that's luring men in and turning them into stone. Have Mercy peaked at number 28 on the Hot 100, her highest charting single to date on the chart, and the song was certified platinum by the RIAA. Have Mercy was the perfect debut single in my opinion. Its production is clean and to the point. It's definitely a statement piece, as it let us know that Chloe is coming to put the industry in a chokehold. But did the follow-up singles meet or preceded the expectations that were set by Have Mercy?
No. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know. You right, I will. I'll fuck you right, I
will. Treat Me.
Dealing with a lot of competition. You're gonna have to do a lot of ass kissing.
Treat Me was released on April 8, 2022, almost 7 months later after Have Mercy. Treat Me is a song about knowing one's self-worth in a relationship. This was a song I really liked initially, but after a few weeks of listening, I started to have issues with the track. The vocal production was a downgrade in comparison to Have Mercy. It wasn't as clear and crisp, and although Treat Me's chorus is catchy, the sampling underneath was really loud, and I wish they'd reconstruct it more because it really overpowered Chloe's voice, which took away the build-up they were going for. It was really distorted, and it was like they were trying to hide some imperfections instead of producing the song better, which lowered its replay value, causing the track to quickly peak in streams. On the charts, Treat Me underperformed, peaking at number 81 on the Hot 100. Treat Me definitely has some highlights, like the verses, that's where it's at, but with the issues I mentioned, it ended up falling flat after a few weeks of release. Now, it did try to be a statement piece like Have Mercy, but it wasn't produced properly. Maybe an added bridge would have helped, but I don't know. It's really lacking and just seemed like an half-baked idea. Now, Surprise, the third single. Honestly, there's not a lot to this track. I don't think it's even single-worthy. I think this is a song that should be released or just leaked on the internet to get more of a loyal fan base because it is refreshing, seeing it is not as hyper as her previous singles, and a song like Surprise are what actually helped to build a fan base, as it is more relatable. However, Surprise is way too short which kills the vulnerability it's trying to give. So it doesn't have the depth it should have. Now Beyonce actually signed Chloe and chose this song for release, but it's way too short and should have not been chosen as a single in my opinion. It doesn't have the staying power Chloe needs, and also the music video for Surprise was not needed. Very basic. I expected more. It's like they downgraded her too much in the music video. It comes off as tacky. Now the track peaked at number 20 on the US Hot R&B songs, but failed to crack the Hot 100. For the Night featuring Lotto is the latest and fourth single released on October 28, 2022, and initially I did not like this song because it sounded like I've heard it before, but over time it did grow on me. A lot of people did not want Lotto to be on the track and complained her verse was ass. I don't think she had a bad verse at all, and I am glad Chloe kept it because a lot of artists cannot stand in anything. For the Night is single worthy in my opinion, but so far the song hasn't cracked the Hot 100. I think it's because it's a mid-tempo ballad, but I do think over time it will grow on more people. I feel like Chloe and her management have a problem with pacing, as her songs, except for Have Mercy, they seemed rushed, overproduced, or underproduced, and production is everything, as a lot of successful artists out right now are mainly getting by on production value. She's not getting the songs that will make her a high charting machine, and we all know that's their end goal, for Chloe to chart. Chloe Bailey is one of the most talented R&B acts out right now, but one of her biggest problems and downfalls is her being overtly sexual. Sex definitely sells, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't leave something to the imagination. Chloe doesn't leave too much to the imagination, which can make an artist become stale and predictable post-haste. Chloe will attract the audience that loves that, but they won't stick around for anything else. Some might say maybe she is trying to tap into the bad girl persona, but Chloe is definitely not a bad girl. Chloe is a good girl, and I know what some of y'all watching are about to say. Here's another man trying to control women and their sexuality, and that's far from what I'm trying to do here. What I'm saying is the audience that are interested in more sexual behaviors, that is all they are interested in, and we know Chloe Bailey has more to offer. Rihanna and Madonna are prime examples of females in music that are authentically bad girls in the public's eye, who can get away with being really raunchy. Chloe is not there yet. There are so many artists that I would consider good girls in the industry, like Beyonce and Ariana Grande, that can be explicit at times, but they know how to do it without being cringe or corny. And I know some might say, but Beyonce and Rihanna are bad. No, they are not. They are good girls doing bad things. If they are doing something explicit, they either zoom out or position themselves to leave it to the imagination, and Chloe does the opposite. That's the problem with Chloe. She's giving away too much, too soon in her early solo career. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know I made this video about Normani like 3 months ago called Normani Will Lose Her Spot. Now I did make that video unlisted because some people thought I was being malicious, and I was not at all. So I made it back public again. So if you didn't watch it, you can go ahead and check it out. Now I made that video just to say that hey, Normani's kind of lagging behind and Chloe is coming in full force. I was not pitting anyone against each other. I feel like the pop culture space can be really sensitive, and when you call things out for what it is, those topics get labeled as problematic when it's really not. We have seen this happen so many times. Your spot can be taken. Like, it happens in regular life and people understand it, but when it comes to entertainment, it becomes an issue to acknowledge it. And yeah, this video might end up being ironic for some because I know I kind of hyped up Chloe a bit, but I love them both and I'm not a stan of anyone really. So if I don't like what one of, someone who is one of my favorite artists is doing, hey, I might just come on here and just talk about it. Anyway, what do you think about Chloe's solo career, and what do you think about this video? Remember, this is just my opinion, so there is no need to get butthurt. Really, there's no need. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It means a lot to me. And to help this channel, please just like the video and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm Don, your pop culture boy, and I will see you in the next one.